Alright, so let's have this sample problem. So similarly yung ating sample problem, however, we need to determine the effective depth. Kaya so yung effective depth natin, as you can see here, is coming from our compression up to the center of our main reinforcement, which is for the tension. However, class, kung makikita nyo dito, yung arrangement natin for our main reinforcement is not being symmetrical. So alam naman natin na yung first layer is 4 pieces, while our second layer here is 2 pieces. So yung approach na sinabi ko kanina, yung alternative or yung mas mabilis na isa-center mo lang siya, hindi natin yung pwede basta-basta gamitin. So the most applicable approach here is using the Barignon's theorem. Okay? So, kailangan natin makuha yung ating effective depth, which is this one, of course. So, kailangan muna natin kunin yung location ng centroid. And sabi ko nga kanina, one of the best approach here is using the Barignon's theorem, which is under this formula. So, of course, kailangan muna natin i-locate dito yung center ng or the centroid of the first layer and then the centroid of the second layer. Alright, so using the same formula, so kunin muna natin yung kanyang mga layers respectively. So una dito sa ating right side of left side of the equation, so kung makikita ninyo yung total area dito is 6 pieces kasi nga yung main reinforcements nga natin is 6 pieces only. Okay? And then yung kukunin nating centroid, which is this one. However, on the right side of our equations here, so itong location ng area and then yung centroid, per layer po natin yan gagawin. So for our first term, this is for the first layer. So meron tayo ditong 4 na pirasong area. And then para ma-locate natin yung centroid ng first layer coming from the bottom, so we need to add una yung concrete cover, then yung diameter ng stirrups, and lastly, yung kalahati ng main reinforcement natin sa first layer. Then, para sa ating second term, of course, yung area na i-consider natin dito ay yung nasa second layer na. And we have here 2 pieces of this area. Then, para ma-locate natin yung centroid ng ating second layer, what we can do here is meron tayong concrete cover. Galing ulit tayo sa baba, of course. Concrete cover plus diameter of stirrups plus diameter of our main reinforcement. Hindi niya ikakalahati yan, no? Kasi nga, andito sa nasa itaas yung ating centroid. So, just add it as a whole, then plus yung ating clear spacing, which is automatic. This is 25 millimeters. And then up to the center of our second layer. Okay? So, let's substitute them all. So, after natin ma-substitute, since yung ating variable dito is dalawa, we can cancel yung variable A. Kasi nga, area nga lang siya. So, matitira lang dito ay isang variable, which is our Y bar. Yun yung talaga yung pinaka-hinahanap natin kapag tayo ay nasa effective depth, which is 77 millimeters. Then afterward, para makuha na natin yung effective depth of our main reinforcement, what we can do here is we can already subtract the 500 millimeters sa ating Y bar. So we have here 500 minus 77. So our effective depth is now being 423 millimeters. The singly reinforced beam. So ulitin lang natin kung paano tayo kumukuha ng effective depth, tapos kung paano tayo kumuha ng ultimate load. So it will be a repeatable process. That's why this discussion natin. Okay, so we will end this discussion. So this is the last sample problem for our discussion. So please take note na yung pinag-usapan natin from our sample problem, which is the load combination, minimum beam width, and the effective depth. Lahat po yan, ulit-ulitin natin po yan pagdating natin sa pinaka-discussion natin next meeting. No? So which is today is yan yung magiging fundamentals ninyo in the force concrete design.